Well, the investigation of the Charlie Kirk assassination has taken a very dark turn with a sudden infighting of the FBI within the Trump administration with, people concerned to find out if this could have been foreign interference or some kind of foreign activity on Charlie Kirk's murder. And again, there are a lot of theories out there. I am not saying that this or this is true. I am just saying that, maybe questions should be asked. If they make sense, leave no stone unturned, as Kash Patel himself has said. But this is strange. Kash Patel shuts down Charlie Kirk foreign intelligence probe and explosive feud with Trump's counter-terror chief. I read that headline and it said, what is going on? How can this happen? Yes, FBI Director Kash Patel crushed efforts by Tulsi Gabbard's closest advisor to see if a foreign power was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. The head of the National Counterterrorism Center, Joe Kent, analyzed FBI files to determine whether Kirk's alleged killer received assistance from a foreign power. And that is something that could happen. Why not? He was. No, Tyler Robinson. Remember, Jesus, Tyler Robinson was radicalized by people on this Discord servers, this Discord chats, this Reddit chats, these forums of furries and trans people where, on his ear all the time. Yeah, but precisely, I have posed that question more than once in this channel. How do you know who are those people? How do you determine the identity of those people in those forums? And I pose the hypothetical that, yes, somebody, maybe not a foreign, could be a foreign, a foreign country, or could be a local. How would you say that? An American enemy, somebody interested in this, could be infiltrated in those forums and, be part of the radicalization of this kids. So they're not kids anymore, but you get the idea, right? You could have, they were just spontaneously and organically radicalized in these topics. You need to find out if there was not some kind of, help into that radicalization. It's like, you see, it's the exact same thing when you see these protests, all right, that are, I don't know, maybe pro-Palestine or something like that, that so many of those protests are financed by external or foreign forces, so to speak. And you say, it seems that this is not organic. There's some kind of interest behind that. And it's important to know if there are interests behind that because, you want to know, you want to get to the bottom of this. Because, Tyler Robinson might have pulled the trigger if it was him, but there could be more to this. That is a fact. And finding out is something that we all want to happen. So this infighting is really, really suspicious. Kent's investigation alarmed Patel, who believed the counter-terror chief was overstepping by interfering with an ongoing FBI investigation, according to the New York Times. The Times spoke with supporters of Kent, who claimed he was doing his job by chasing down elite leads to ensure no foreign groups were involved in Kirk's death. That's important because you want to make sure, okay, let's make sure this is not happening, so we can focus in, the internal enemies or something like that. After Patel discovered Kent had gone through FBI case material related to the Kirk killing, a tense White House meeting was held to discuss the matter. A roundtable meeting between Patel, Kent, Gabbard, Vice President J.D. Vance, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and senior Department of Justice official was held at the White House. Kent told administration officials that he was granted access to FBI files by a low-ranking agency official. It's they are on the same team. What is the problem with this? they are on the same team. Yeah, there's separation of powers of agencies, but they are acting under the same mandate of Donald Trump, right? So what's the deal with this? I don't get it. The White House meeting was so tense that little was accomplished, according to the Times. Trump administration officials were worried that Kent's probe into foreign interference could provide ammunition to Robinson's defense lawyers, who could then argue more than one suspect was involved in Kirk's murder. No, because I would say that, okay, that maybe he was the perpetrator, but they want to know, it's normal to know, okay, is this a matter of national security? Is there foreign interference in this? The FBI and Department of Justice have traditionally tightly regulated evidence in active criminal investigations and prosecutions. Under the direction of Kent, the Counterterrorism Center collected material from other intelligence agencies regarding potential foreign ties to Robinson, as well as evaluated any potential foreign funding from individuals associated with left-wing groups, such as Antifa. Again, you have to explore all the avenues, all the leads, all the holes, everything. There have been long-standing issues regarding jurisdiction between Gabbard's office and the FBI. It is not clear if the FBI or the Counterterrorism Center is still investigating whether a foreign power assisted in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Only in the radicalization of this guy, there's these people and those Discord chats. That's I think that is fundamental, because that means that they could be doing that in other instances. If there's a foreign threat that is radicalized and that is assisting the radicalization of this youth in online chats, then it should be it should be investigated. And maybe, the FBI can't do that, can do all that without help. Maybe they can use the help of these guys. The Daily Mail reached out to Kent and the FBI for a comment. The FBI and intelligence community, under the direction of President Trump, will leave no stone unturned in the investigation of the assassination of our friend Charlie Kirk, said Patel and Gabbard in a joint statement to the Times. I guess that they had to show this, this joint statement to, make sure that it doesn't look like there's this infighting, which it is obvious that is happening for some reason, which I don't know. Again, this is the kind of things I have to tell you. This is the kind of things I've spoken about this. I've spoken about all the angles, but yes, the only way the American public can gain, can trust these agencies again is the so-called transparency that Kash Patel and all of them just keep repeating like over and over again. But it's not enough speaking about that. It is important to act the part. And this kind of events, this kind of developments say otherwise. Again, I am just reporting on what is going on, but I would really like to know what do you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the body language guy. Much love and bliss.